Question 21. Does God's knowledge of future events negate free will and choice? The answer. God's knowledge of what will happen is not compulsion, for God, the Exalted, has informed that he is all-knowing. He, the Exalted, knows what his servant will do because he is the all-knowing, the all-aware. However, at the same time, he has affirmed for his servant the will and freedom of choice. For those of you who wish to advance or retreat, God's knowledge of what will happen is not compulsion for us, for he, by his grace, has given us free will and choice, and he said, "May he be exalted." And we guided him to the two paths, the path of guidance and the path of misguidance. And it is we who choose. We are the ones who choose faith or disbelief. If a teacher enters a classroom and, with wisdom, knows that this student will succeed and that one will fail, do we say that his knowledge of who will succeed and who will fail compels them to success or failure? The example for Allah is the highest. So Allah's knowledge of what will happen is not compulsion for anyone. God is all-knowing, wise, just, and has decreed for us complete will, desire, and choice. But why did God create atheists and disbelievers when he knows they will disbelieve? The answer is, God Almighty said, "Should we utterly ignore the reminder because you are a people who transgress? Since they will disbelieve, should God not create them?" If the atheist wants disbelief and seeks misguidance in God's knowledge, what prevents him from creating and then judging them? Is it the case that since they will disbelieve, God should not create them? It is just for one to go to what they deserve. And we did not wrong them, but they wronged themselves. So they wronged themselves, and God Almighty did not wrong anyone at all. It suffices for a person to find peace in knowing that God is absolute justice, and God Almighty has informed that he will not wrong his servants. Indeed, God does not wrong people at all, but people wrong themselves. So only worry about your shortcomings. As for what you do in the world in terms of faith or disbelief, you will be recompensed for it either by God's grace or his justice. Your salvation is in your hands, and your destruction is in your hands. As for the one who gives and fears Allah and believes in the best, we will ease him toward ease. But as for the one who is stingy and thinks himself self-sufficient and denies the best, we will ease him toward hardship.